In the Reiner report, truckers protested this week at the Port of LA and Long Beach, and they have more plans to protest on Monday at the Port of Oakland. They are not happy about a California law that changes the framework of independent contractors. You either become a regular employee for the company or you operate as a small business. ABC 10's Morgan Reiner covers all things politics. She's live in the newsroom tonight. And Morgan, this is not necessarily a new law.
Chris, Newsom signed it back in 2019, but it immediately faced legal actions and was blocked. Now, the Supreme Court recently decided not to take the case, meaning the California law now stands.
Images like these, trucks protesting AB 5 and slowing down traffic on the highway by the ports during a time when the global supply chain is already suffering, is not welcoming.
It's upwards of 70% of the trucks that service the ports are owner-operators.
While uncomfortable to sit in, there were no reported disruptions at the Port of LA because of this traffic. But the California's Trucking Association said there will be soon.
Well, essentially what they're being told by the state right now is that you can become a company/employee driver, but these owner-operators, independent business owners, do not want to be employee drivers.
Republican Assemblymember Kevin Kiley's called it the worst law California has ever passed.
If you're, just calling someone an employee, independent contractor, even though they're actually an employee, that was not allowed before AB 5. AB 5 though put in this whole new set of rules that has made it impossible for people who have chosen voluntarily to be independent contractors, because that's what works for them to actually do that. So that's where the problem lies.
But over the past decade, drivers at the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach have been challenging their classification as independent contractors and trying to prove their right as regular employees for things like wage standards, health insurance, and required break times. Now, I reached out to several organizations and lawmakers in favor of AB 5. The author of the bill, former Assemblymember turned labor union leader Lorena Gonzalez, is on vacation, but she's been posting on social media about the latter. She says AB 5 makes companies financially reliable for misclassifications now and years past. No wonder they're spending so hard and lying to drivers about it. You can file for back wages here.
Now, it's unclear exactly how this will be enforced. The Trucking Association told me they're still waiting on details. Now, Chris, I do want to make it clear. The association represents over 1,000 trucking companies in the state, companies that would have to increase their costs if they had to bring more employees under their umbrella. But not all truckers are against AB 5.
And Morgan, does this impact independent drivers with Uber and Lyft, for example?
No, as soon as Uber and Lyft thought that this AB 5 was going to pass, they actually spent a lot of money getting Proposition 22 passed by the voters to classify rideshare drivers as independent employees by law so they would not be impacted by AB 5.
Good information, Morgan. Thank you.